It is important for street-level law enforcement officers to be aware of the red flags that might indicate that human and labor trafficking is present within their communities. Officers and deputies on routine patrol may encounter a situation involving labor trafficking, but because of a lack of awareness or training, they might not recognize the situation as a crime and fail to make inquiries or take appropriate action to intervene. The locations and settings where trafficking occur do not always appear suspicious, and trafficking often occurs in very public places, such as restaurants and hotels. Officers and deputies should be aware that the indicators of labor trafficking may not be the settings themselves, but rather may be evident through the conditions and circumstances observed in the victim. Some potential red flag indicators of labor trafficking include a worker with an unexplained injury, a person who is unaware that unsafe work conditions are unlawful, a person who is reluctant to discuss working conditions, an individual who works excessive hours but receives little or no pay. This person may be told that payment is on its way or asked to accept payment delays. A person paying off a debt, often an immigration debt, but who can only pay it off to one person and only in one particular way or job. An individual who has little or no idea where he or she is geographically located. An individual who appears disoriented. A foreign national adult who is not in possession of identifying documents, especially if he or she says that someone else has them. An able-bodied person who never leaves home unless escorted. A person who is always transported to and from the worksite by another person. Groups of workers transported in and out of labor locations covertly or under controlled conditions. A person whose movement and activities appear to be closely controlled or monitored by another. A person who is fearful of discussing his or her relationship to a person who appears to have control over him or her. Not all of these indicators are present in every labor trafficking situation, and the presence of any one of these indicators is not necessarily proof of labor trafficking, nor is the absence of any one proof against labor trafficking. If any of the above indicators are present, additional inquiry should be made to further assess the situation. If law enforcement suspects a situation involving labor trafficking based on an encounter with a potential victim in the field, the officer or deputy should refer the case to an investigator or other appropriate entity based on the agency's existing policies, only after ensuring the victim's immediate safety. As you can see, the indicators are not always readily apparent. In order to accurately identify cases of labor trafficking, officers must be familiar with these red flag indicators.